What's up, y'all? Welcome to the Boss Ladies Live Radio Show. Speaker Studios, sponsored by Boss Ladies Inc. Welcome back to another show. And thanks for everybody that's tuning in to Facebook Live right now. I am being very random. I don't do this every day. So I want to make sure that everybody tunes into the Boss Ladies Radio Show that's not sure on how to get tuned in. All you have to do is either, like I said, during the song called Everybody that I Mixed Down, is just go to the Google Play Store, download Spreaker Podcast, search Boss Ladies Radio Show, and download the app and search Boss Ladies Radio Show. Click on that and follow me and go to the word that says chat, C-H-A-T. Click on that and check in. Or you can check in the comment section at www.spreaker, SPREAKER.com. So thanks a lot for tuning in. I must say too, I'd rather you check in the chat room on the radio show than to be on Messenger, because it stops the show and it interrupts, and that's not fair to the audience that is tuning in right now. So I would ask that you please hold off all calls, texting, messaging from Facebook and all of that until after 9 p.m. I am done at 10 p.m. or a little after, so just hold off on those until then. I sure appreciate it. Thank you. We don't want nobody lost here. We want to make sure the show goes well. Thank you so much for tuning in. And let's welcome from Facebook Live, Gail Mitchell to the show. Appreciate you. All right, let's get this thing started. Today's topic, treating kids like adults, is something that I see in a lot of these generations, and I'm beginning to see it a lot. And so I wanted to talk base on it because me and some relatives were discussing this earlier today, and it just seems like kids are so grown up these days. Comment below. Let me know what your thoughts on this. I know especially I grew up a different way than my younger siblings, and way different from my children that I currently have. We've been getting kind of lenient on raising children like children. Some of them are just as grown as their parents, and some of them even run the households. And so if you're a grandmother, mother, auntie, anybody that's a guardian as well as a parent, I recommend that you listen to this show tonight, because I don't know about you, but it's time to treat kids like kids. Treat kids like kids and not treat them like adults. And stop spoiling them. And if that's just a harsh word, I'm sorry, but in our house, we say spoiling. Some people say giving them everything they want. It means the same thing. From birth to 18. They were born wanting. And they were born needing. And what we have to show them is the difference between... What's up, Carmela? Welcome, Carmela Holmes, to the Facebook Live, to the show, y'all. Appreciate you being here. Appreciate you. Log into Spreaker.com so you can be part of the podcast. I would love to hear these comments on the podcast. I would love that very much. Play the video back when you get done, but just search Boss Ladies Radio Show on www.Spreaker.com. Click on comments and check in. If you're on the app, it's Spreaker Podcast. Click on chat and I'll go ahead and check in. I appreciate you being here so much, because it ain't no support like family support, and true supporters is what I love. But back to these kids, though. Man, these kids know they grown. So, I just been noticing some stuff, and, what was I saying? Treating them like they're supposed to be treated, like children. And I know as single moms, we get caught up in making our children a friend because we don't have that other side, to help us with the parenting. But what we have to understand is that we can't be one-sided in terms of what our kids are exposed to. It makes no sense to play the victim in this situation. And a lot of us have, and I've made the same mistake, not really putting my foot down on certain things. And when you do that for a while, when you do decide to change it over, it's going to be very difficult because they're used to you being lenient. So expect some opposition. Now, for the ones that have been, putting their foot down from the very beginning, salute to you. If some of you have been doing it from the very beginning and fall off, salute to you as well. Because as mothers, we are teachers, the first teachers of the world. And so what we teach our children, that's what they're going to take out. And so we have to be very careful of what we expose our children to. And they first need to know the rules and regulations of life. And that true economics, that starts at home. And don't let nobody tell you nothing different. As a mom, I've learned through, kids kind of teach you how to raise them. I don't know if you ever heard that statement, but it's very, very true. Because I had no handbook and no clue how to raise mine. On top of that, being only 21, still a kid in my head, still didn't have my life together financially. It was very, very hard. But I made a way. You see what I'm saying? With the grace of God and His love and His grace, I was able to get my baby, my first child, to 17 years old. Not a criminal record. Not getting in trouble. She had her issues, but she's a good kid. And that's because she had the strength of her grandmother and me and my deceased grandmother. You know what I'm saying? So those values were in place. But what happens when we give kids everything that they want? So I got some questions here that I want to reflect on before we take our break and everything, before I close Facebook Live out. So if you want to catch the rest of the show, play the video back. I'll tell you where to go and things like that. If you have any questions, just leave your comments there while I'm going through these questions. And my first question is, do you frequently buy things you don't need? Second question, when shopping, are you able to control how much you spend? The next question is, do you envy the lifestyles of the rich and famous? And do you measure yourself by what others have? And my last final question that I didn't write down, are you teaching any of your kids these things I just asked you? Are you doing that in front of them? And since we're going to find out if it's, the thing to do, put something in perspective, out of all these questions that I just asked you, what changes do you need to make in order to make sense of this? Because I frequently see that grown people buy things they don't need and then tell their kids what they don't need. And the kid is sitting there like, but you're doing it. Why can't I? Please explain that. When shopping, are you able to control how much you spend? Even though you have a whining child that wants this, want that in every aisle. I mean, how do you handle that? Because me personally, I don't take kids shopping with me. Unless we're doing it as a family and we are getting some things, I kind of let my kids know what's up before I take them to a different environment, shopping in this. Okay, this is the game plan. We're going to do this, this, and this. But that's it. Do they know their boundaries in public with their parents? Because I see a lot of clowning kids at Walmart, and it's terrible. And it's annoying because they're loud, they're crying, they want the attention, and the parents just laying, pushing the cart. The baby just hollering, or she might have just gave him a little whip down, and he or she is upset. But anyway, if they would have knew that before they left the house, when we have that episode, and then. Do you envy the lifestyles of the rich and famous? Are you all for it? Are you setting yourself up to be that rich and famous? Or are you want to be, that successful? You just okay. You got everything you need. You got everything you want. You don't want to be out there like that. Are you straight? Are you teaching your kids that? The difference between rich and famous, success, and different things like that. Just throwing out some stuff. Do you measure yourself by what others have? And then when your children do it, in which we taught them peer pressure like I was taught, are we doing that today as an adult? So when we come back, we're going to do some EDU coming from Christian Welts. We are thatfamily.com. What really happens when we give kids everything they want. So stay tuned. Don't go nowhere, y'all. One.
BeatStash presents another classic.
I been had the juice, no need for a bottle. Here is a proof. In it to win it, ain't never gonna lose. You sleeping on me, but you never hit snooze. I been had the juice. I am the truth. No need for a bottle. Here is a proof. I been had the juice, no need for a bottle. Here is a proof. In it to win it, ain't never gonna lose. You sleeping on me, but you never hit snooze. I been had the juice. I am the truth. No need for a bottle. Here is a proof. You sleeping on me in this game we play. There's no referee. This real life, no EA. Ain't no contest for me or competing. Cause any track I'm on views. I demolish from a lyrical beat. And I gave my hello way more than a greeting. These other artists I'm about to be shredded for the feasting. Showing the game some talent. About to break these rookies back into pieces. This new era of rap ain't nothing but feces. Been nice to you for a while, gave my gestures of the good to the greedy. I ain't selfish, I'm selfless. Been had the juice, grab a paper and pen, the teachers in session. I been had the juice, no need for a bottle. Here is a proof. In it to win it, ain't never gonna lose. You sleeping on me, but you never hit snooze. I been had the juice. I am the truth. No need for a bottle. Here is a proof. I been had the juice, no need for a bottle. Here is a proof. In it to win it, ain't never gonna lose. You sleeping on me, but you never hit snooze. I been had the juice. I am the truth. No need for a bottle. Here is a proof. Hold up. Let me pull Mac down, bring Money Mac out. I'm the final equation to the question. I'm a solution, no need for a bottle. I'm the resolution. Gas and boofing, did had the juice. Told y'all one time, blessing on foot. This ain't Houston, this Cincinnati. Every track I make, pushing like a dope at a Ranger caddy. Father in the game, you call me daddy. Been had the juice without OJ. Smoking on stogies, call them fatties. Rolling up Vegas, smoking like the casinos in Vegas. I'm all over the globe, so every trail I'm on, I'ma just blaze it, rearrange it. My flow ain't big, it's quite contagious. Anything you hear Money Mac on, yeah, he quite amazing. How he ain't signed yet, I'm independent, taping my role, it's in the making. In the mainstream throne, Liam Nelson, it's for the taking this money I'm raking. These other artists out here acting foul, I'm calling out flagrants. I been had the juice, no need for a bottle. Here is a proof. In it to win it, ain't never gonna lose. You sleeping on me, but you never hit snooze. I been had the juice. I am the truth. No need for a bottle. Here's a proof. I been had the juice. No need for a bottle. Here's a proof. In it to win it, ain't never gonna lose. You sleeping on me, but you never hit snooze. I been had the juice. I am the truth. No need for a bottle. Here's a proof.
DJ Liquid Sound.